Linda, and this is
Prudence,
and we are recording our testimony from the United States of America. So God has been so good to us, and we're here to thank God for the amazing things He's been doing in our lives, and especially for the health of my friend here. She's going to go into the details of the testimony.
So in December, I was diagnosed with a cyst on my spine, or close to my spine, and so I was scheduled for a surgery and went in on the first day, and when they went in, they realized it wasn't a cyst and it was actually a tumor, and so they had to consult a senior surgeon to do the surgery on the next day. And so I was in ICU and then preparing for the next day's surgery. So when they went in on the next day, they told us the surgery was going to be about 5 hours. I was in for like 6, 7, 8 hours for a long time. And after the surgery, when I got back, I realized that I couldn't feel my legs. And so I panicked, thinking that that was the end, that I was paralyzed. I was using a wheelchair for close to 2 months. Close to 2 months. At some point while I was at the rehab learning how to walk again, I realized that the energy and the feedback from the doctors wasn't so positive. Some of them were, every time I asked them when I'm going to walk again, some of them, they don't know, they're just waiting to see how my recovery is going to go. It wasn't as encouraging as I was hoping it will be, so I asked them to discharge me home. I knew that when I come home, I will spend time doing NSPPD. I'll have more time to pray all the prayers I want to pray. I'll be serious with my communion and everything. So I made them discharge me and I came home. But I always took the OED prayer serious, and I remember Pastor Jerry will always say, what you're afraid of will not happen.
What you're afraid of will not happen. What you're afraid of will not happen. What you're afraid of will not happen.
And every day I would declare during the communion time that by the power that raised Jesus from the dead, my legs will receive strength and I will walk again. And then I'll apply the communion to both legs and be declaring.
We're praying that Pastor Jerry will mention her case,
yes.
And Pastor Jerry actually did mention tumor on the spine so many times.
Yes.
And we believed in God that it was done.
By God's grace, I am walking now. I'm not using the wheelchair again. They actually had a whole wheelchair customized for me, and I remember I declared that when that wheelchair arrives, I would not sit inside, and by the grace of God, I have not sat in that chair since it arrived.
So we are so grateful to God. She's already walking. She has blown the minds of all the experts and the doctors. They can't believe it, and we are grateful to God that she's got her life back together again.
Yes, God is faithful, and we wanted to tell everyone here. First, we wanted to thank you, Pastor Jerry, and the whole team for continuing to give us faith, even when it's hard sometimes, when the situation we are seeing does not align with what God said. You continue to encourage us and keep us in prayer. So thank you very much.